Nelson, the political editor at the Sunday Mirror and the Sunday People. And Nigel, it feels like there's basically no time to sleep for government ministers, for political journalists, for parliamentary staff. Parliament's just gone from being the eyes of the world to a pretty busy workshop in the next 4 days.
Yes, I'm wondering how I'm going to get some sleep over the next 2 weeks. That's absolutely right. I think that there was no alternative to the fact that Liz Truss did have to hit the ground running. That because of 10 days of official mourning, that she lost momentum, which normally new prime ministers get, and suddenly she got to pack all these things into a few days. So she'd only just read a lesson at the Queen's funeral yesterday when she'd had to fly off to New York for the United Nations summit. And that's going to be an interesting one. She's going to have to explain to President Macron, for a start, whether he's a friend or foe. She's also got bilateral meetings with Ursula von der Leyen in charge of the EU, when they've really got to sort out what they're going to do about the Northern Ireland Protocol, because, of course, we don't get a trade deal with America until that has actually been put to rest. And she's got another meeting with President Biden tomorrow, when I'm sure all that will come up.
Interesting that Liz Truss said yesterday to lobby journalists that she wouldn't be prioritising a US trade deal in the short term. I wonder if this is a particularly canny move from her. It allows her sort of the space to have meetings with President Biden without the consequence of all of those meetings, as they were under the previous two prime ministers, being journalists just asking, has the trade negotiations started yet? Where have you got to? What about chlorinated chicken? Sort of all of that noise won't be there in her initial relationship with Biden. And that might be a politically savvy move.
I'm not sure that's quite right, Tom, because we were told during the Brexit campaign that a trade deal with America was an absolute shoo-in. It would be a complete doddle. There'd be no problems about it. And Liz Truss has been left in the position where she just simply can't do it if she starts trying to tear up the Northern Ireland Protocol. So while America is saying the two things are not directly linked, they're certainly indirectly so. So if we end up turning around to Europe and saying we're going to abandon the protocol unilaterally, despite signing a treaty saying we would go along with it, then America is unlikely to start giving us any preferential treatment when it comes to trade deals. So at the moment, the dilemma the Prime Minister faces is which does she consider more important, sorting out Northern Ireland that'll work both for the mainland and for the province, or is the trade deal with America more important? Now, she's obviously decided she'll allow that to go on the back burner while Northern Ireland gets itself sorted out.